Hello YouTube! It has been a hot minute since I have done a video. I thought I would just do a quick intro. We did an egg retrieval and I forgot that I did a video at the hotel. The sound quality is terrible, lighting is awful, but during egg retrieval I was in a really bad spot. Physically and mentally I was in a lot of pain. Mentally I was just super over all of the injections and ready to be done with them. So I will insert that here. There's also going to be a video after that one of me doing the trigger shot, and then I will jump back in today and give an update for where we are now. So I apologize if this video is a little bit longer than usual, but like I said, it's been a while, so let me just update you on everything. For now though, here is a little video of during the egg retrieval process. Hey guys! Okay, so sorry about the messy hotel room background, but I am in Fargo just waiting for egg retrieval, so I thought I would jump on and do a quick video. The lighting is obviously terrible, so I also forgot my microphone, and so if the sound quality is bad, I'm really sorry, but just thought I would give you guys an update on everything that's going on with IVF. I haven't done a video since I unboxed my meds, and I've pretty much used all of them. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them. So shots were going really well. They kept backing me down off of the Follistim, which is the pen, the easy one, because my estrogen levels kept just getting really high. Let me see if maybe this helps a little. Not really. It's just super bright out, but it's really dark in here, so I don't really know what to do. Anyways, I'll just do it blind because it doesn't really matter if I see myself or not. So, regardless. So they backed me off of the Follistim because my estrogen was super high. And actually, for the past 2 or 3 nights, I haven't been doing any Follistim. I did 2 nights at 25. And then 2 nights, I want to say 2 nights at no Follistim, just because of how high my estrogen is. So on Thursday, I went in to my local clinic. We did an ultrasound there, did a telehealth visit where the doctor asked that I go to our local hospital to get same-day labs drawn. So I did that, and I had the labs drawn, and later that afternoon, while I was at work, he said that I needed to be in Fargo on Friday by 8:50 in the morning. And so I kind of freaked out a little bit. This whole past week has been so crazy stressful on me, just trying to get to the doctor multiple times last week with blood draws and ultrasounds, and it's a 45-minute drive each way. So I've been super stressed out, and then he told me that and I pretty much almost broke down because our fertility clinic is 5 hours away and it means a hotel stay. My dad was initially going to come with me. He took time off this weekend to come with me and ended up being sick with a fever. So I had to tell him that I wasn't comfortable riding in a car with him with our procedure coming up soon. I just can't afford to get sick, like financially and mentally and physically cannot afford to get sick right now. And so I was kind of freaking out that I was going to end up having to drive myself. My best friend, who also works with me, was able to convince our boss, amazingly enough, to give her vacation day totally last minute. Her and her toddler packed a bag and we left pretty much right after we got off of work. We both headed home, packed our bags, and then hit the road. We got here Thursday night really late. I think we went to bed around midnight and had to be up at 8 in the morning to go to the doctor's. At that ultrasound there, I had leading follicles at 18, which is really good. So that meant egg retrieval was coming up soon. So the doctor recommended I stay here. He wanted to see me again this morning. It's Saturday today. So Cassie and Cameron stayed the night with me, one more night at the hotel, and then we got up again this morning, went to the doctor again. And the doctor said that my leading, well, I had leads in the 20s, basically, so we're just growing the smaller ones still, but she's gonna have me trigger tonight. So I'm gonna trigger tonight. In my unboxing video, I had a Lupron trigger and a pregnal trigger, but the pregnal is HCG, and the HCG can cause your estrogen to go up again, and with that I'm at a higher risk of OHSS, which is the ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome, which can be very serious. You can manage it, but it can be super serious. So it's just something we want to try and avoid. And after my estrogen levels came back today again, my estrogen is up in 4,700 something. So super, super, super high, definitely at risk of the OHSS. So I actually ended up having to walk to the hospital, which is about 10 minutes to walk away. If I had a car, it'd be like 2 minutes away. But I walked to the hospital and picked up a prescription to start taking to help prevent OHSS. With that, I will start that tonight as I do the trigger shot, and then tomorrow morning, which will be Sunday morning, I will go into the hospital again to do a blood draw to make sure that the trigger worked. If it didn't work, we'll have to use a little bit of the Pregnol to get my eggs to release, basically. And then Monday morning, super early, we have to be in to do the egg retrieval. My husband worked last night, so he is actually back at home sleeping right now. Sometime tonight or tomorrow morning he's gonna head down here to be with me, as he obviously has to be there for the egg retrieval. But yeah, so I don't know, it's just been a lot. It's been super crazy emotional. I am like so uncomfortable right now. I know it's like really personal, so if you don't want any TMI, I would probably skip the rest of the video, or at least a section of this video, because I'm going to talk a little bit about symptoms that I had during my stimulation round. So for stims, I expected to be bloated, I expected to be uncomfortable, I expected the pain from the shots. Obviously, I've heard a lot that Menopur burns. It really does. I expected, you know, the inconvenience of doing shots. For the most part, I iced before every shot, and I know a lot of people said they didn't need to, but the last 2 nights I didn't have an ice pack, and I could really feel a difference. Like, it was harder to get the needle in, and it definitely hurt a lot more. The Menopur bled a lot more last night than it ever has, and I'm thinking it has to do with just either how I'm giving them or just because they're not iced. I don't know. But symptoms that I did not expect so much during stims was the increase of cervical fluid, which I should have totally guessed, because obviously your body's like prepping to massively ovulate, but nobody's really talked about it, so I did not expect it at all. But I've had like a ton of cervical mucus and fluids coming out of my body, and it's been a little crazy, but I mean, that's what we want, right? Like, body to prepare for ovulation but not actually ovulate, because we're gonna do that ourselves. But anyway, so that was something I didn't expect. Another thing that I personally didn't expect was the headaches. I've had several super severe headaches, like to the point where I thought I was gonna pass out or throw up because my head hurt so bad. I haven't had that in a long time. I used to get migraines in high school and when I was younger, but it's been a long time. So those I totally weren't expecting, and I know now that it's because my estrogen is super high, and so that can definitely cause the headaches. I expected the nausea, but it's still not super fun to deal with. Because your hormones are so out of whack, it's really hard to regulate your body temperature also. I will get really bad hot flashes, and those will make me nauseous and super uncomfortable. As far as right now, with how bloated I feel and how big my ovaries are, I didn't expect it to hurt to pee. Like, I can feel my ovaries in pain when I go to the bathroom, and I don't know, it's just weird. It's definitely a weird thing to experience, but it happens. And it's not been fun. I had a couple really bad cramps earlier, and I don't know if it's all related to like having to go to the bathroom, but I went to the bathroom and I felt better afterwards, so maybe, I don't know. It's just where I'm at right now. Other than that, I mean, there's not really a whole lot going on. I'm really excited for egg retrieval. I'm so excited to be done with this. I'm really hopeful that we end up with a couple of really good embryos to work with and have on ice, so that we don't have to do this part of the process again, because it's been crazy miserable and just like super overwhelming. It's been just a lot, and I am very much over it at this point. So it would be great to be done with this and to move on to the next part of the journey. And I know that's not an easy part either. it's more shots and more medications and more doctor's appointments, but I'm just really hoping that in the end this is all worth it, because we don't know if it will be or not, but I'm really hopeful that it will be.
I know you've done your part, it's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up, just hold on tight. It'll be alright.
I just did my Retrieval trigger shot, and I'll be honest, it didn't hurt really at all. It went in a lot easier than the Menopur and the Ganirelix did last night. I will say it's super itchy now. Not burning, because I know I let my alcohol swab dry. But it is super itchy, like a bug bite, I guess. But yeah, so that's about all that's going on right now. So I guess I'll do another video after egg retrieval. Okay, bye. So after egg retrieval, we went home and I was fairly uncomfortable. I ended up for the 5 nights after egg retrieval, 5 or 6 nights, not being able to sleep through the night because I would wake up with so much pain just in my abdomen, right up here, my upper abdomen. And the doctor said that I probably had slight OHSS, and my symptoms weren't bad enough that they thought they should send me to the hospital, so they didn't. I just monitored my symptoms. It took a while for it to go away, but once it did, I was totally fine. That was after egg retrieval. I was in a pretty bad spot mentally after that. It was just super draining, and yeah, it was kind of rough. But we had 22 eggs collected, 17 of which were 19 were mature, 17 fertilized, and 7 made it to blasts. This was a really long time ago, so I have a hard time remembering, I guess. It was several months ago. So we had scheduled our frozen embryo transfer for May 21st, and it actually had to be postponed due to COVID-19. The clinic basically shut down based on the guidelines of the ASRM, and it was really stressful. There were several weeks where I was taking the birth control, just waiting to know if we were going to cancel or not. Then I did get a call from the nurse, and she said it was up to me if I wanted to stop taking birth control, which I hate birth control, so I stopped taking it because it sounded like they were pretty much indefinitely closed. They didn't know when they were going to open back up. So I was like, you know what, let's just stop this because it's madness and I don't like birth control. So I stopped the birth control, and a week later, I got another message saying, hey, we're actually opening back up for treatment, so if you want to go forward with a frozen embryo transfer, let us know. So I said yes, and our new transfer date was May 29th, which was yesterday. So after I got that message, we just waited for cycle day 1. Once cycle day 1 came, we did a baseline appointment on cycle day 2, and everything looked good, so I started estrogen. Well, once I talked to them, I ordered all of my meds, got all of my meds. If you want to see the unboxing of that, it's on Instagram, in my Instagram, what do they call that? IGTV. That's what it is. The Instagram TV. It's on there if you guys want to see me unbox the FET meds. So I started on the estrogen patches, which are super obnoxious. So here I have the 2 patches on, and this is what they leave, which is crazy annoying. But I have to replace those. I put 2 on every other day, so I leave them on for 2 days and then I take them off and put new ones on. And I have found, if anybody else is struggling with the estrogen patches, coconut oil takes it off. In my Instagram story, I said it takes it right off, which is not necessarily accurate. You still do kind of have to scrub it off, but it works really well to remove it. And then you don't have to use alcohol or anything like that. Allie's cleaning herself next to me. But yeah, so we started the estrogen patches, and that was towards the beginning of the week. And then I want to say we've been doing shots. Let me look at my phone because it's on there. We started our progesterone and oil shots on May 24th. And my husband has been helping me a lot. I will insert a video of our second shot, and it's kind of funny.
Give that big booty a smile.
It's recording that. This part is the worst. Look at it like gearing up for it. Oh, tingles. Okay, now you have to let it. Oh, we're wiping it off. Okay. So we've been doing the progesterone and oil shots, and we'll hopefully have to continue doing those for weeks now. We did our transfer yesterday and everything went super well. I wasn't in any pain. I was a little uncomfortable on the drive home. Normally, we would have stayed the night in Fargo. However, Fargo is technically a hot spot for North Dakota, and so the clinic advised us just to go home so we don't have any chance of running into anybody with COVID. So we went home. The transfer was super easy. It went really, really well. I bawled, or tried not to bawl, when they handed me the picture of the embryo. And I know maybe that seems silly to you guys, but like, I'm so mushy about that picture. That's my baby. So right now I am what they call pregnant until proven otherwise, or there's another acronym, pregnant and staying pregnant. Both of those, I guess, apply. I'm just really hoping that this little baby decides to stay and that we will be pregnant. It's not exactly a 2-week wait because it was already a 5-day blastocyst, so it's a 5-day transfer. So it's not exactly a 2-week wait, but I still have to wait, and I'm still trying to not lose my sanity while I'm waiting. But I thought I would catch you guys all up. I apologize for not doing videos. Like I said, after egg retrieval, I was in a really, really dark space, and I just didn't have the energy to do any more videos or really talk. I was kind of quiet on social media, but there are more updates on Instagram if you guys are interested in catching up on that. But yeah, that is what I have for right now. I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, and maybe enjoying some sunshine. It is sunshiny out here today, however, the wind is absolutely horrendous. So I'm gonna stay inside and edit this vlog and get it up on YouTube. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see what happens next.